9/11 was an inside job type shit. All right, don't say y'all have so much weed. That was someone's, and it wasn't matters. So, and that doesn't even matter. That had really nothing to do with it. You know, honestly, like, Jay did drugs. I don't understand what people did. He didn't get off the plane and see cops and take a bunch of drugs. I don't know how that became a thing. That's like, I don't know how people like thought that was a thing. He just took drugs. Maybe the stress of the situation, but at the same time, it's like he took mad drugs, a lot. It was a big issue we all had to deal with. Like, we're all really fucking. That's the question. He wouldn't have faced shit for weed because it wasn't his, and there's plenty of other people there that would have stepped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't have gotten trouble out of anybody at the end of the day. Yeah, TMZ is weird and shit. That's what they said, that weird shit, and I don't know how they even. We didn't know the police were there until we landed, but the police were there. We're like, oh, the police were here. It was like, I think you guys think it was like this mad dash, but it was like we casually, like, no one cared. That was the thing. Like, they're like, oh, police were here. And it's like, all right, fuck, whatever. The only thing was, like, I knew I was about to get in trouble because I was like, yo, okay, put that in my bag. I'll handle it. Don't worry. Get me out. And that was it. I got you. Don't worry. I'll handle it. So that's why there was a gun in my bag. Then that was it. Got off the, we're like that. People don't understand. Like, we got off the plane. We're in the lobby of the place as the police were searching and started searching the bags. We're all just kind of sitting there casually while the search was happening. And in the middle of that is when Jay started having fuck cops freaking out. And it was kind of like, you know, everybody just like, fuck. I mean, I knew I was going to get in trouble because plane didn't get searched in November. We weren't on a private plane in November. He just got stopped at TSA. You know, at TSA, sometimes you have to walk in a line and you have to walk like through. You know how people, you walk and they have an open area. You have to walk through and the dog's walking back and forth. And if the dog sniffs you, they search you. That's all that happened. As he walked through, the dog like turned his head and then they just did like a TSA search, like normal. You ever get stopped at TSA like for whatever reason and they just stop and search you? That's all they did. And then we just moved on. Yeah, Big Hen is Trippy's guard now. But he works with a lot of people. I mean, Big works with different artists all the time. See, you're not listening to what I say. I didn't have a gun on me. I took care of getting in trouble for the gun. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is like, we actually flew with guns many times. I didn't have my gun that time, but there are plenty of times, you know, we've flown with our guns. You're legally allowed to. The problem was that this gun wasn't properly, you know, stored properly to be transported. That's basically the whole thing. If it was just stored differently, it wouldn't have been a big deal. It just wasn't stored different the way it should have been. Yo, house phone. What up? I know, I'm always on here fucking explaining the same shit over and over again. How you been though, bro? So I had guns just for security. Again, you're missing the point. I didn't have a gun on me. Someone else brought the gun, right? Someone else brought the gun. And then when we landed and found out there was police in the lobby of the airport, put the gun in my bag. So I got arrested for the gun. So the other person didn't get arrested for the gun. You getting it now? Is it your brain working? And why would you? I mean, that's the thing too. Like we always had, and Hen got arrested for a gun because he illegally was allowed to have a gun concealed, but he walked into the airport and he wasn't allowed. He should have left it in the car, type shit. And he kind of like, you know, normally we land, he gets there, we get off, he grabs us, we walk into the car real fast. You know what I mean? But the cops were there, so he just got in trouble. Like he basically should have left it in the car, type shit, and he just didn't. Yeah, read between the lines, right? Like that's the thing that gets me is everybody's like, you know, giving me all the shit, and like, why didn't you take the fall? I mean, no one got in trouble for the fucking weed, and the person that brought the weed would have gotten arrested for the weed, but I think that didn't get pushed because during the search, Jay had a seizure. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's my only explanation. I don't know what the fuck with that. It wasn't mine, not my problem. My problem was the gun. Yeah, the airport was empty. It was the middle of the night. And it's not like an airport. It's more like a fucking hotel lobby type shit because it's a private thing. Shit just got dropped. Yeah, in November we had our final.